Good afternoon, my dear students. Today we are going to see a new topic, pollution of air and water, chapter 18. Maybe you have heard about air pollution and water pollution. One of an important example is Taj Mahal in Agra. The beauty of the Taj Mahal is deteriorating or threatened by air pollution in the area surrounding the Taj. So, what happened to Taj Mahal? In this chapter, we will learn about air pollution and water pollution. Maybe you have heard about our elders are talking about clean water and fresh air that was available in their times. But nowadays, due to pollution of air and water, our environment is deteriorating. So it is our duty to save the environment. So now in this chapter we will learn about what is air pollution and water pollution. So now let's see what is air pollution. We cannot imagine a life without air. From our birth till our death, we are breathing air inside. So anything which harms the air that will cause pollution. So air pollution occurs when air contains gases, dust, fumes or odor in harmful amounts. That is the amounts which could be harmful to the health or comfort of humans and animals or which can cause damage to plants and animals and other materials. The substance that cause air pollution is known as pollutants. Anything it can be, maybe dust or pollen grains, anything that can cause air pollution is known as pollutants. So you know that our air is mixture of gases. It contains 78% of nitrogen, 21% of oxygen, carbon dioxide, argon, methane, oxone and water vapor we can see in the air around us. So any undesirable substance which can damage the air, that is known as the air pollution. Okay, the things which cause air pollution is known as the pollutants. So when the air is contaminated by unwanted substance which have a harmful effect on both living and non-living, it is known as the air pollution. Okay. So now we can see how does air is getting polluted. But what are the causes of air pollution? So the substance which contaminate air is known as air pollutants. Sometimes such substances may come from the natural sources like smoke and dust arising from the forest fires or volcanic eruptions. Pollutants are also added to the atmosphere by certain human activities. The sources of air pollutants are factories, power plants, automobile exhaust, and burning of firewood and dung case can cause air pollution. So, if the air is getting polluted, if the air is polluted, it can cause different types of health problems, especially respiratory problems. Okay. So the vehicle produce high levels of pollutants like carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, nitrogen oxide, and smoke. Carbon monoxide is produced from incomplete burning of fuels such as petrol and diesel. It is a poisonous gas and it reduces the oxygen carrying capacity of the blood. So these all gases, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, then nitrogen oxides and smoke. It is very dangerous to our health and to the environment also. Okay. So the carbon monoxide will decrease, will mix with the blood, the oxygen, and it will decrease the carrying capacity of the blood. Next, we will see what is known as the smog. Smog is one of the important feature of the place which have air pollution. Smog is a combination of smoke and fog. Okay, so smog in some places in winter season we can see smoke. That is, a smoke is the combination of smoke and fog. Smoke may contain oxides of nitrogen which combine with other air pollutants and fog to form smoke. The smoke causes breathing difficulties such as asthma, cough and wheezing in children. Many industries are also responsible for causing air pollution. Petroleum refineries are a major source of gaseous pollutants like sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide. Sulfur dioxide is produced by the combustion, by the burning of fuels like coal in power plant. It can cause respiratory problems, including permanent lung damage. Another pollutant is chlorofluorocarbons, which are used in refrigerator. We can see CFCs. In short form, we will call as CFCs, chlorofluorocarbons. We can see in refrigerator emissions, air condition emissions, aerosols, plants. So CFC we can see in so many things like air conditioners, aerosol sprays and all. CFCs damage the ozone layer of the atmosphere. So what is an ozone? Ozone is the layer we can see around the earth which will protect the earth from the ultraviolet radiation. So if this all are CFCs are released by this refrigerator, air condition, aerosol sprays, this will go to the atmosphere and it will make a hole in the ozone layer. So if hole is there in some places in Antarctica and all, we can see holes. So this through these holes, this UV radiation can directly enter into the Earth's surface and it can cause so many problems like diseases. Okay, so this CFC is very dangerous because it can cause ozone depletion. So now factories are producing the refrigerators, AC and all without this chlorofluorocarbons because it can produce holes in the ozone layer. Okay, so these holes are producing by the splitting of O3 into O2 and oxygen. Okay, so CFC is an important pollutant which can cause air pollution. In addition to the above-mentioned gases, automobiles which burn diesel and petrol also produce tiny particles which remain suspended in air for long periods. They reduce visibility. When inhaled, they cause diseases. Such particles are also produced during industrial processes like steel making and mining. Power plants give out tiny ash particles which also pollute the atmosphere. So now in this slide you can see the name of the air pollutant, different types of air pollutants, sources and effect. Carbon monoxide, it is produced by the combustion, by the burning of fuels like petrol, diesel and all, which can affect, which it reacts with hemoglobin in human blood forming carboxyhemoglobin. It may lead to death because the oxygen carrying capacity of the hemoglobin will be reduced and it can lead to death. Second one is carbon dioxide, produced by the burning of coal and timber. It leads to global warming. Third one, nitrogen oxide. It is produced by the automobile exhaust. It can affect the atmosphere and produce the acid rain. Sulfur dioxide, burning of sulfur, it causes eye irritation, lung cancer, asthma and also acid rain. Can you say what is this? Which monument is this? Everyone knows that this is Taj Mahal, right? India's most famous tourist attraction. Taj Mahal is located in Agra, has become a matter of concern. Experts have warned that pollutants in air are discoloring its white marble. So it is not only living organisms that get affected by the polluted air, but non-living things like buildings, monuments and statues also get affected. Industries located in and around this Agra like rubber processing, automobile, chemicals and especially the Madura oil refinery have been responsible for producing pollutants like sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide. These gases react with the water vapor present in the atmosphere to form sulfuric acid and nitric acid. The acids drop down with air, this the rain and that is known as the acid rain. The acids which is caused by the chemicals which is produced from the automobiles and the factories that it will go that will be there in the atmosphere. When the rain will come, it will mix with the rainwater and it forms the acid rain. Acid rain deteriorates, make damage to the marble of the monument. The phenomena is also known as the marble cancer. Suspended particles such as the soot particles like dust and all emitted by Madurai oil refineries have contributed towards the yellowing of the marble. So Supreme Court have ordered industry to switch to cleaner fuels like compressed natural gas (CNG) and LPG liquefied petroleum gas. Automobiles should switch over to the unleaded petrol in that zone. Now we will see what are the effects caused by air pollution. So you can see in the slide, air pollution affect human health, animals, plants, atmosphere as a whole. It can cause global warming, ozone depletion, acid rain, and various respiratory illness. So now we will see what is known as the greenhouse effect. So when the sun rays when it is coming from the sun, it warms Earth's surface. A part of the radiation that falls on Earth is absorbed by it, and a part is reflected back into the space. A part of the reflected radiation is trapped by the atmosphere. The trapped radiation further warms the Earth. If you have seen a greenhouse in a nursery in the Lal Bagh and all, you can see greenhouse, right? That is glass house. That to keep warm inside that room. Okay, so that is known as the greenhouse effect. The trapped heat warms the greenhouse. The trapping of radiation by Earth's atmosphere is similar. That is why it is known as the greenhouse effect. Okay, so without this process, life would not be possible because to a limit, it is good actually for the maintenance of temperature, warm temperature in the earth. It is a must. Greenhouse is a good condition. Greenhouse effect is a good keep our atmosphere warm. But if it is going beyond a limit, it can cause global warming. Okay, so you can see the slide. The some solar radiation is reflected by the earth and the atmosphere. Some radiation is going out. Some of the infrared radiation passes through atmosphere. Some is absorbed and re-emitted in all directions by greenhouse gas molecules. The effect of this is to warm the earth's surface and to lower the temperature. But sometimes if more due to the pollution, due to the increased amount of these greenhouse gases, it can cause global warming. It can cause increase in the temperature of the atmosphere. So in this slide, you can see some of the greenhouse gases. So the one of the important greenhouse gas is carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is continuously being released because of human activities. On the other hand, area under the forest is decreasing. Plants utilize carbon dioxide from the atmosphere for photosynthesis, thereby decreasing the amount of carbon dioxide in the air. Then deforestation leads to an increase in the amount of carbon dioxide in the air because the number of trees which consume carbon dioxide is reduced. Human activities thus contribute to the accumulation of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Carbon dioxide traps heat and does not allow it to escape into the space. As a result, the average temperature of Earth's atmosphere is gradually increasing. This is known as the global warming. So when the greenhouse gases are increasing, it will become like a blanket around the Earth. So the temperature from the earth will not go outside. So that will lead to the increase in the greenhouse effect and it will lead to the global warming. So the gases like methane, nitrogen oxide and water vapor contribute towards this effect. So this like carbon dioxide, this other thing like nitrous oxide, methane, this all causes greenhouse effect. So these are known as the greenhouse gases. So global warming has become a major concern for governments worldwide. Many countries have reached an agreement to reduce the emission of greenhouse gases. So it is our duty to save our earth and reduce the air pollution. So what we can do to save our earth? Some of the ways which we can reduce air pollution is that use energy saving bulb, ride a bike, Means we can reduce the use of petrol and diesel. Okay, by using you can do carpooling. Okay, then plant more trees. Some other techniques use renewable energy like hydroelectric energy, solar farms, etc. Then plant trees to produce more oxygen. So we should reduce the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Create awareness, the building roads, rails and water infrastructure for the fast and traffic-free transportation. Reduce the number of vehicles on roads with carpools and share rides. Most important thing what we can do to save our environment is to plant more trees. Okay, so if we are planting more trees, the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere will reduce and we can reduce global warming and greenhouse effect. So it is our duty to save our earth and reduce. By this all we have discussed so many ways how we can stop air pollution and stand up for a clean air. Okay, so our earth is in our own hands. By blaming others we will not get anything. So by this all, by planting more trees, reducing the use of fuels like petrol and diesel and so many other techniques, we can reduce air pollution in our environment and we can get a clean air for our future generation. Thank you.